So this is going to be a series. I think this is gonna be like a let's talk, let's just like a me ranting about something, like a topic. And this week, since it's like a Kickstarter for my channel, this week I am going to talk about my haunted house.
Get low when the whistle go.
I know it's crazy, and I know what you're thinking. Like, I'm talking about like my house, the roof that I live in. This house was built in like 1910, so it's a very old house, and there's been a lot of weird things in this house. And if you're my friend and you're watching this, I'm sorry if you never want to come over again, but most of my friends know about this because I tell them stories all the time. So let's just get right into it. So I've been in this house all my life, basically. I've never moved, nothing else, which is so strange because I'm so comfortable in this house. But like I would hate the thought of moving, but I know it's gonna happen one day. But this house, a lot of things has happened while me growing up, and sometimes it happens now, but I know who it is, and I find that so strange to say. So let me just start from the beginning about this house. So when my mom bought it, it was like 1994. Yeah, like nope, it was yeah, it was like 1994. My brother was born. Like, the neighbor was like, hey, do you see anything strange in the house? And my mom was like, no, what are you talking about? And she ended up telling her, oh, the military guy that lived here before you guys like died. When she told me, I was like, what's going on? Oh my god. But I'm just like, oh my god, like that's crazy, like that's nuts. And that's just one of many incidents in this house. And there's also an incident that I'm not gonna share because I don't think that it should be shared in a sense because it's kind of creepy. But so yeah, just keep in mind, a military guy died in this house. Throwing it out there. I'm like 12, and so what happens is, like, things started, it was strange in a sense, I guess you would say. It was strange. I remember seeing things. Oh my god, I hate talking about it, I have chills. I remember seeing things and I was just like, oh my god, like what is that, this and this and that. But there's this one time, and I have anxiety. So we have an attic. It's upstairs, obviously. And it's literally the creepiest place in the house. Like, you would think the basement is creepy, but the basement is creepy. But the attic is like the epitome of my life. Like, I would not want to be up there at all. So I remember my brother had called me, and he goes, hey, can you just go to my room and grab something? I forgot. He told me to grab something, and yeah, he lived in the attic. It was his thing, but like, I was just like, oh yeah, that's fine. I had my iPhone out, I ripped it out, and I like flashed on the light. And so right when you walk up the stairs, there is a closet that has like those old, like, I don't know, it's like an old closed type doors, but like you can still see through it. Does that make sense? And it's like shelves. Oh, I remember I was just walking up. Oh yeah, and like 2 pieces are missing from it, so you can look like right through the closet. So I walked up, and this is like little me walking up, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go grab it, da 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 da. And I remember seeing this face. It was a lady, and I remember very, very vividly of how her face, like, I was terrified. I ran downstairs and I was just like, and I was like, oh, I can't find it. Like, oh, I'm sorry, like I can't find it, like da da da. And I remember like her face was glowing. Like, it's terrifying. It was terrifying. I don't know who this lady is. And like I said in the beginning, I know one of them, and like obviously the military guy, but I don't know who this lady is, and it freaked me out. And I would never go up there during the night. Like, I will only be there during the daytime, or if my brother's up there like doing something, or he's in the room present. Like, I would never be up there by myself because I would literally pee myself. It's like the third ghost that I would say that is in here, which I find so funny. The third ghost is my great-grandmother. And the fact that I say she's my great-grandmother, she's my mom's aunt, but she raised my mom. So yeah, she's my great-grandmother. And so she, what was it? She comes around, still does. And I've had a couple experiences with her, but 2 very, very vivid ones that I very much remember was when I was in this very room, and every time me and my mom got into an argument, I would see a shadow just sitting in the corner looking at me, and I knew it was her because there's like this feeling. It wasn't like oh my god, like I'm scared, like I don't know what it is, but it was like this feeling of like, don't do that, like don't argue. And I'm just like, okay. And I remember like falling asleep. And then there was this one time that literally made me like, I barely made it. Like I felt like I was gonna shit myself. So basically I was laying on my bed, and I remember I had just gotten to like this really bad argument with my mom. Like it really, like I don't remember what it was. Like that's how irrelevant like that argument was. But I remember so vividly. I was laying there, I had my headphones on, like I was like really mad, and I was just trying to clear my head, and I was sitting there, and I felt something sit on my leg, like literally. And I thought that I was just tripping. Like I thought that, you know, I'm like sleep deprived, like I'm tired, like I'm ready to go to bed. But no, like I was not crazy, because I look at my bed and I'm like in somewhat the complete darkness. Like I had like a little light somewhere, and I remember looking down at like where my leg was, and there was a dent, like if someone was sitting on the bed. And I was just like, oh no. I was just like, oh no 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 no. And I forced myself to go to sleep because I was so terrified, and it literally felt super heavy. Like it literally felt like somebody was sitting on my leg, like, and I was just like, oh no. And yeah, like there's, yeah, so that's like my like 3 main ghosts, I guess you would say, that I know of. I've never seen the military man, but my brother has, and I'm gonna share his story because I find that so interesting. He told me this one day we went, because our laundry stuff is in the basement. Our laundry stuff, like our washing machine and dryer machine, is in the basement. So he was down there doing his laundry, and it was really really late, and he said that this man who walked up to him, picked up his hat, and he had like a top hat, and like said hi. It freaked him out, and I remember he was like, it was so scary. And I was like, this is why I don't go down into the basement by myself. Listen, I know what like I remember this very vividly, and it's still like sometimes it happens. If you guys don't believe me, I'm sorry, but just know that it happened to me, and I'm not like, and it's not just me though, it's also my siblings. So you don't have to believe me, which is perfectly fine. But just know that I know that I'm not crazy and I'm not losing my mind. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say like about my haunted house. Like there's things, sometimes things like fall randomly, and I'm just like okay, I'm gonna leave now. I know there's something going on in this house. Like I'm not going crazy, I'm not, I promise. But yeah, like those were my ghost stories, and this is the first episode of like basically a girl chat with me. Like that's always interesting. I feel like either every 2 weeks, which is every other week, like 1 week I'm gonna have makeup, and then the next week I'm gonna have like topics to talk about. And so I think this is like really really good because it's nice to start series. So yeah, I think this is my first series, or my first episode of a series. So this is the first episode of girl chat, I guess you would say. I'm pretty sure my house is haunted. Yeah, so like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. It's like 12:30. I'm shook about how late it is, and I'm recording this video